Super Anthony characters here, and this is like, alright, I think I might be day 17. I think this is day 17 of the interview, of me being interviewed by Cesar. Alright, so today, I'm a little late because it's like 7 something, and I usually make it at like 3 something or 4 something p.m. But today I'm making it at 7 because I was just engaged in some tasks earlier, so I'm making it in the evening for some reason. But anyway, let's start the interview. So Anthony, how was your day at school? Let me think. I gotta think if it was good, or I gotta think if it could have been better. I guess it was good. Alright, so tell me how your day went in school. Alright, so I got a check in social studies on my point sheet. I earned the check on my point sheet for social studies, and I had a great day in social studies because I was a serious student, I was respectful, I made good choices, I completed my work, I followed directions, and usually, I like saying that I didn't need a lot of reminders, but I think that my paraprofessionals and teachers want me to start saying that I didn't need more than 2 reminders. Yeah, I like saying if I need a lot of reminders or not, but the teachers probably want me to say if I needed 2 or less reminders or not. Yeah, but yeah, I didn't even need a lot of reminders or 2, and I did not need more than 2 reminders. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I needed any reminders in social studies. Yeah, I had a good day in social studies. So I earned the check on my point sheet. All right, in math class, let's see. In math class, I earned the check on my point sheet, and I didn't need any reminders in math class. I was a serious student in math class. I was respectful. I made good choices. I completed my work. I followed directions, and I did not even need a lot of reminders at all in math class. So I earned a check mark on my point sheet. Now in gym class, when I was in gym, so when it was time for me to do something, Mr. F said I need to participate, and I even though I said I am participating. And then Mr. F said, are you trying to talk back?" And then I said, "No." And then he said, "Oh, well, if you say something," and then he said, "Oh, well, if you say something like that again, then you're out." He was Yeah, he said if I said something like that again, then I'm out. He probably meant that he was gonna probably send me out in the hallway to get myself together, because I remember when he used to say that. He used to be like, "Anthony, one more time, then I'm gonna make you stand in the hallway." Well, Anthony, it sounds like you need to step in the hallway. Anthony, you wanna go out in the hallway? Anthony, do you need to go out in the hallway and get yourself together? Yeah, Mr. F always used to say that to me. He'll always say that he'll make me go out in the hallway, and he'll send me out in the hallway to get myself together. That's probably what he meant when he said, "If I say that again, then I'm out." Yeah, that's probably what he meant. But I hope he didn't mean anything worse than that. Yeah, because the last time he said, "Anthony, it's either you go out in the hallway and get yourself together, or you could go to timeout." That's what he said. So, yeah, but I'm gonna try not to talk back. And then when I was doing push-ups, Mr. F kept on trying to tell me how to do push-ups, and I said, all right, I know." And then Mr. F said, "Anthony, stop talking. I didn't ask you to speak." And then, and then I said, and then I just, in my brain, I said, "Man, this is why, man." I said, "Man, Mr. F is doing the most." I said that, but maybe I don't know. Maybe he wasn't trying to be mean. All right, yeah. Maybe that was a little reminder, but I don't know. But yeah, I don't know if I needed any reminders, but in gym class, but Mr. F did think I was talking back to him. And then he said if I talk like that again, then he's going to send me out of the he said if I do that again, then I'm out. He probably said that he probably said that because he was probably going to send me out in the hallway to get myself together or maybe send me to TOR. But TOR is not good. But just if a teacher makes you go out in the hallway to get yourself together and take a break, that's okay, I guess. Yeah, in my mind I said, "Man, I did good. I did so good when it was an attendance question and I didn't say I was thankful for Mr. F." And then I said, "Man, Mr. F's my least favorite teacher." But hey, I still have to respect my paraprofessionals and teachers, even if it's a paraprofessional that I don't like, even if it's a paraprofessional that's not my favorite. I still gotta respect them. Yeah, even if it's a paraprofessional that I don't like, even if it's a paraprofessional that's my least favorite, or if it's a paraprofessional that's not really my favorite paraprofessional, and even if it's a paraprofessional that I'm not even thankful for even a little bit, I still gotta respect my teachers and paraprofessionals. And if I feel like they're disrespecting me, then I could probably tell my parents and email the principal, and I guess they'll get the principal will correct the teacher, I guess. Yeah, but I still gotta respect my teachers and paraprofessionals. Even if it's a teacher, even if it's a teacher or a paraprofessional that I don't like. And if it's a even if it's my least favorite teacher or my least favorite paraprofessional. And even if it's a teacher or a paraprofessional that I'm not really thankful for, I still gotta respect them. And I still gotta behave. Yeah. But anyway, when I got the lunch, me and my friend Joshua sat at a different table. I said, Joshua, let's sit at this table. That way we don't have to worry about being bothered by those three girls anymore. Clarissa, uh, I can't remember their names, but think they, I think I remember what letter their names start with, but I just can't remember. One of them starts with the letter K, one of them starts with the letter J, and one of them starts with the letter C. Yeah, I can't remember their names though. But I said, Joshua, let's sit at this table. That way we won't have to worry about being bothered by those girls anymore. So yeah, I think we should start sitting at that table. That way we don't have to worry about being bothered by those girls anymore. And then Joshua said, good idea. And then Joshua said, and then I said, Joshua, aren't you happy that we're not being bothered? Aren't you excited that we don't have to worry about being bothered by those girls anymore? And he said, yeah. Yeah, so we sat at a different table. We sat at a different table. So we wouldn't have to worry about being bothered by those three girls anymore. And sitting at a different table went right. We had no problems. Yeah. All right. Now, when I went back to gym for my second half of gym, uh, I did good, and Mr. F didn't even have to give me any reminders or prompts. You know what? Mr. F didn't come to gym until gym ended. For the second half of gym, Mr. F wasn't with me or my friend Victor or Josh at all. he was out of the gym for the rest of the period, and he didn't come back to the gym until class ended. Yeah, when all of the kids started leaving the gym and heading to their period 4 class, when it was time when it was time to go back to your period 4 class, that's when Mr. Fortuna came to the gym. And I asked my gym teacher if I earned the check mark on my point sheet. And she said, yeah, and I did not need any reminders. So I got a check. All right, now in math class, I don't think I needed any reminders in math class. I mean, I felt kind of, never mind. I mean, I felt kind of good today because I paid attention. All right, so when I finished my ELA bins, I asked my teacher, Miss Bosser, to check my work, but she was busy, so I had to. She was engaged in a task, so I had to ask my other teacher, and my work got checked, and then I finished it, and then I put in my bin, and then I got to have free time for the rest of the class, and I stayed focused, and I stayed focused when it was time for me to work, and I didn't, and I did not lollygag at all. Yeah. And then when it was MTSS, I had to do 10 minutes of Renaissance freckle. And I stayed grounded in reality, and I focused, and I paid attention, and I did my job. And then when the timer went off, the teacher let us be all done doing freckle, and then we got to have free time. And then after free time was over, we had to clean up and pack up and put the chairs up and get ready for dismissal. And then after that, they dismissed walkers and car riders, and then I was dismissed. And I head back home. Well, Anthony, I'm glad that you had a good day and you didn't need any reminders. But you're right. Even if you gotta respect your teachers and you gotta respect your paraprofessionals, even if it's a paraprofessional you don't like, even if it's your least favorite paraprofessional, and even if it's a paraprofessional that you're not really thankful for, you still gotta respect them. All right, question. What's something that would make you comfortable and uncomfortable, I guess? Something that would make you feel uncomfortable, I guess, if somebody walked up on me and tried to give me a hug without my permission or without asking me if I'm okay with it. Yeah, that would probably, I mean, yeah, especially, yeah. Something that would make me uncomfortable is if somebody would just walk up on me and hug me without my permission or without asking me if I'm okay with it. Especially if somebody who's not my family does that. Because you can't just walk up on someone and hug them, especially if they're not your family. You can't just walk up on someone and hug them, and you have to ask them if it's okay first. And yeah, so I remember 2 days ago when it was Monday, I saw my I saw my paraprofessional, Mr. F. He walked up on my classmate named Victor and gave him a hug. And when I saw that, I got nervous. And then I said, oh no, what can I do? Because it would make me feel really uncomfortable if Mr. F would just walk up on me and try to and hug me. I really wouldn't appreciate it if Mr. F would walk up on me and hug me. So I have to find a way how to get in the building without having to give Mr. F a hug and without Mr. F hugging me. I do not want Mr. F to give me a hug. So I tried to get in the building, and then Mr. F said, good morning, Anthony. You want to give me a hug? And I said, no. No, thank you. I'm okay. And yeah, I said, no, thanks. I'm okay. Yeah, Mr. F asked me if I wanted to give him a hug, and I said, no, thanks. I'm okay. And then when I got the social studies, and when Mr. F got the social studies, he told my paraprofessional Miss Carey that all right, so Mr. F told my paraprofessional Miss Carey how Victor let Mr. F give him a hug, but he tried to hug me, but I wasn't having it. And I hope it didn't hurt Mr. F's feelings that I didn't want to give him a hug. But if it did hurt his feelings, then oh well, because there's never gonna be a point where I'm gonna have to start giving Mr. Fortuna hugs, and there isn't gonna be a point where I'm gonna wanna give. There isn't ever gonna be a point where I'm gonna start wanting to give Mr. Fortuna hugs. Maybe we could just say good morning. No hugs. If Mr. Fortuna would just try to give me a hug, then I would not appreciate it at all. I would not tolerate it. Yeah. There's never going to be a point where I'm going to start needing to give Mr. Fortuna hugs. And there's never going to be a point where I'm going to want to start giving Mr. Fortuna hugs. Because it would just, I'm not comfortable with it. I'm not okay with it. And it's okay to not be okay with it. Right, Cesar? Right, Anthony. All right. Now, all right, now, question, are you gonna do you think you're gonna have a good time at the roller skating trip? Yeah. Wait, you're coming with me, right? Oh, yeah. You know, you bet I'm coming with you. Yeah, I'm coming to the skating ring with you. You know, man, I don't know how to skate, but I'm still gonna go there. Because if you go to the skating rink, because I remember when I was in 5th grade, and I remember when I went on a skating rink field trip when I was in 5th grade, and they told me that I didn't have to skate if I didn't want to, and I could just do something else, like play some games and stuff. But they told me that I didn't have to skate if I don't want to. So I'm probably just going to play some games. I'm probably not going to skate. Well, when I'm at the Christiana skating trip. Yeah, I'm probably not going to do any skating. I'm probably going to do something else. Because I don't think I'm good at skating. I don't think I'm good at skating. But hopefully one day I'll probably be very good at skating. I want to be good at skating. I want to be good at riding a skateboard. And I want to be good at riding things like skateboards, scooters. I mean, I'm really good at riding scooters. But I want to be good at riding skateboards and skates. Yeah, those are 2 things I want to be good at riding. Yeah, but I think I'm going to have a good time at the Christiana Skating Center. I think I'm going to have a good time while I'm there. And I'm actually really glad that I'm eligible to go. And I'm really glad that, yeah, and students that are eligible to go on that field trip, they probably haven't gotten in trouble before. So that's probably why they're eligible to go. And you want to know what I was going to say? What? I was gonna say that I hope that those three girls that want us to move, I hope that those three girls aren't eligible to go to the field trip. And I hope that when everybody else gets to go to the field trip, I hope they have to stay in school and they have to miss out on all the fun. That's what I said. But I didn't hear any of their names get called. Yeah, I didn't hear any of those girls' names get called. So those three girls might not be eligible to go because they probably got in trouble. I mean, one of them got in trouble 2 days ago for getting into a fight, I guess. So, yeah. So one of them might not be eligible to go because they got in trouble. And I'm happy about that because they always want to bother me and they always want to mistreat me. So that's why I'm happy that they're getting in trouble. But maybe that's not necessary. But maybe it's not necessary to be proud of someone for getting in trouble, but I mean, maybe it's not necessary to be proud that someone got in trouble, but I'm just proud that those three girls got in trouble because they always want to mistreat me and bother me. So that's why. But anyway, I feel like I'm going to have a good time when I'm at the Christina Skating Center. Yeah. Yeah, even though I didn't get into any trouble, I'm gonna try not to get into any trouble after. I'm gonna try not to get in trouble at all this school year. Yeah, I tried to do that last year, but it didn't work out good. It didn't work. Yeah, I tried to not get in trouble at all last year, but that school year when I was in 6th grade, but it didn't happen. I got in trouble last year. But good thing this school year I haven't gotten in trouble. But this school year I almost got sent to TOR, but good thing I didn't. And good thing I said it was an accident and I didn't mean to do it. And I also apologized. Yeah, so from now on, I'm gonna try not to get in trouble. Yeah, that's a good goal. Alright, guys, me and Cesar this is day 17 of Cesar interviewing me, and we were talking about my day at school and yeah, and about the skating trip, I guess. All right, guys, I guess I'm gonna end the interview blog here. All right, good. See you in the next video, guys. All right, goodbye.